Hey guys, Demi 1970 Gaming. I just wanted to show you my setup for BankShot basketball. This is the second game I've tried, and the first game was between the Philadelphia 76ers 1979-80 and New York Knicks 79-80. Sixers won that game, but I was using the paper score sheet and I missed 5 or 6 points recorded on the Knicks for individual points for each player. So I did see that Iscore basketball program, and Dave Gardner was talking about it. So I decided to set one up. I placed 3 teams in here. I went on the basketball reference and entered the names and the starters and all the players on the team. It's about 12 or 13 players per team. So I set this up. So this is the first time I'm going to use this. I'm only going to show maybe a few plays, and then I'm going to put it down so I can make this a little bit more comfortable to play a game and see how long it takes. This is a very long game, and I got on Iscore, you just touch the buttons, and let's see how this works out. I'll show the cards. I got my rule book out. I have the 76 starters up on top, and the Boston, it's not the Boston Bruins, the Boston Celtics below. And I did make my deck into 1/4. Okay, so I got the 12-minute here. I'll put that to the side. And it's 7 minutes, 7 cards per minute. And you add extra cards based on the pace of the game. So it's a +6 on each 6-minute increment. So the first minute is 13 cards. So let's play the first minute, and I'll see how this works out. I got my dice here. I'll do the best I can to show you the dice. And here we go. So here's the first card. Boston has the ball. I did start the clock already, and I'm going to try to work that out a little bit, the clock. I'm not sure how it's going to work. I'm going to go very slow. I want to get this correct. So the first card, let me see. First card, Boston has the ball. Okay, I got my little green is going to be for possession, defense. Okay, I got the action cards. They're on my left. You can't see them. Okay, so I did a jump ball, and the home team got the ball, and that's the Boston Celtics. So let me put these over here out of the way. Okay, first card. B3, and I'm just going to play as basic as possible. So B3. Does the Boston Celtics have any B3s? Oh, there was somebody, Bird. All right, so Bird's going to get the ball. Going to put that little green little guy there. And his defender's over here, Julius. All right, so let's see if do I do anything on the iPad. Not yet. Okay. Oh, I got to roll the dice. So let me roll the dice, guys. Put them in here. And I got to put them now so you can see it. It's crazy. Let me put that over here like that. All right, I don't know if you can see that dice. I guess you can. All right, so we're going to read off the offense card. That's Bird because it's in green. And it's going to show a 47. And I got a 5 and a 1. There's a 6. So first thing I do is I go to Bird's card. And since it was in green, remember it was in green on top, I'm going to go to 47. So it's offense green, 47. Foul while shooting. Okay. So Julius is going to get a foul. Let me see how I do that. I'm going to click on Julius's name here on the iPad. Julius. Okay, so what I did I clicked on Julius, and I'm going to put a foul. Oh, then it asked me all these other kinds. Ooh, I want to get rid of those. I don't want all that stuff there. But reach in? No, I'll call it a reach in. I don't know. Done. Okay, I probably should go to the options screen and change that. Let me see. It says Irvin commits a defensive reaching foul. Can you get rid of, let me see, fouls. Coach mode settings. Okay, done. No. Tap a button to edit. Yeah, I don't want to show. I just want foul. I don't want to show all the different kinds of fouls. It's just going to make things more difficult. All right, let's leave it at that. I'll figure that out eventually. All right, so foul while shooting. So what I got to do now is I got to re-roll the 4 dice again. And on Bird's card over here, in the middle, this middle section you only use for fouls. So he's going up to shoot the ball, but I don't know if he's going to shoot a 2-pointer or a 3-pointer. So that's why you have to check on this the middle of the card. Okay? So 3 PG means if I roll a die of 2, 0, 1, or 2, he made the 3-pointer. 0 to 3 to 33, he made the 2-pointer. The other rolls are misses. And that will determine how many free throws he gets. Okay? So it says roll the 4 dice. If the 2D result is 3, it was a foul on a 3-point shot. Ooh. So I roll a 4, so it's a 2-point shot. I'm going to read blue and white, 95. So when I look at Bird's card, it was a 2-point miss. 2 p.m. means 2-point miss. I don't look at 3 p.m. Okay, because that's he didn't roll a 3 on the white die. All right, so 2 points. So he gets 2 free throws. So what I do is I go back and look at his card, and I roll all 4 dice. And I look here, and with these results. So a 65 is the first roll. And so let me see, a 65 is a miss. Did I roll a 6 to 12? Nope. So he missed the first one. All right, so now I got to put Bird here. It's going to say miss 2, miss 3, free throw. Shot 1, missed, done. What does it say? Larry Bird gets 1 free throw, misses the first. Okay. The stats are good, but it's going to slow the game down. He rolls a 39. A 39 is good. So I got to press it again. Free throw. Bird is highlighted. So what I'm doing here, free throw. I wonder if I did 2 shots before, what would have happened? He made it. Done. Let me see what it says. Larry Bird gets 1 free throw, makes the first. Then it puts a 1 up here. Oh, and the clock's going. All right, stop the clock. Yeah, that's what Dave was talking about. And it puts the fouls here. All right, let's do another one. Sorry it's not a better picture, guys. Let me put back. So they made the shot. So I usually, my first game, I took these away. So he made the shot. So that means he made the shot. So I gotta pull another action deck card because the Sixers have the ball. And so now you gotta picture it in your head. If you know a little bit about basketball, I'm not the greatest basketball fan, but I wanted to try a basketball game. I used to watch basketball a lot, maybe when I was in high school, but then I just lost interest in it. And then I'm a hockey player. So the Sixers got the ball. Now I got to determine who has the ball in the Sixers. I pull it. I turn over an action card. It goes F2 versus defense C. Change steal to 2-point basket. Other turnovers remain. So I got to see if there's a steal on this play. I got to change it to a 2-point basket. Other turnovers remain. Okay. So F2, Julius. Julius already got a foul. First defense C, which is Dave Cowens. I'm going to roll the die. All right. Oh, this might be a 3-pointer. Oh, I don't know. I got an 86. So on Julius's, now I got to look, since it's in red, the action card said defense C, and that's in red. I got to look at the defense card first. So I'm going to go to 86. Whoa, it says basket. Assist, 67, 82. So it's no assist, but it is a basket for Julius. And so I go to his basket card up here. For offense, basket says a 3-point shot if it was a 12. And it wasn't. Okay. The die said 3. It wasn't 12. Okay. And I don't look at the assist. I don't look at the assist on this one. The way I'm playing, I look on the assist from the original card. So he made a basket. There was no assist. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Julius. Let's see if this works, guys. I'm going to put Dr. J. I guess it's this green one over here. Free throw, defensive block, 2. And it puts a 2 there. And it says Dr. J. Irving. I put Dr. J. Irving makes a 2-point shot away. I don't know how the clock, if you put time on the clock and stuff. Okay. That was simple. So now the Boston, I keep calling them Boston Bruins. Boston Celtics take it out. And it says B1. So what you do here, does Boston have a B1? It's located right here. Like Bird is B3, Ford is a D, and that's it. So then it goes to F2. So Bird has the ball. And he's going against Julius because Julius is the defender. So, and when I roll the die, I'm going to look at Julius' red section and find the results. Okay. Now you have a lot of, with this game, you do have a lot of options to make your own rules to make it flow a little bit better. I'm only playing one-offs. I'm not playing a season or anything like that. That's why I wanted to try the stats here. And of course, while I'm doing a video, it's going to take a lot longer. So what we got here is I'm going to roll the die. I'll roll it on the side here. I'll put them out then for you. So I got a 5, 4, and a 3. Ooh, could be good. So I look on the defender's card, Julius. $54. All right, so 54 was a missed. So it was a missed shot. And I think a missed shot, let me see, I'm getting a little mixed up today. Does he have a 3-point range? The offensive player misses a field goal attempt. Check the offense player's missed result. If the player has a 3-point number or range, roll the 2D side next to the 3-pointer. Okay. So then you go back to, he missed. So you have to find out what kind of miss it was. So you go back to Bird's card, and he has 3P10 in parentheses. Right here. 10. So I didn't roll a 10, so it was a 2-point miss. Okay, so what we're going to do here, let's put Bird on the iPad. Bird, miss 2. Okay, so I highlighted Bird. His name comes up here on the left. And I'm going to click miss 2. And that's what it says. Larry, and then it comes over here and it says Larry Bird misses a 2-point shot. Simple. It's simple, man. All right. Now, put this picture in your head. It hits the rim. And now, who's going to get the rebound? So now you have to take another card. And now there's a rebound section here. And it says offense 1. So Bird took the shot, so there's still offense in this game. Offense F1, which is Cedric Maxwell. And it says in parentheses, 2P means 2 points if I roll a 2 to 9 on the die. So picture this in your head again. I keep saying that. Maxwell pulls it down, and he puts up another shot. So let's see what happens. He rolled a 7. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my iPad here. I'm going to click on Maxwell. Where's his name? Maxwell. He gets the rebound, right? So it's an offensive rebound. And then I'm going to put a +2. Okay, so what it shows here, let me get that for you guys. It shows Maxwell gets the rebound. Maxwell takes a 2-point shot. All right. Not too bad. And so the Celtics are winning 3-2. Okay, not too bad. Turn over another card. So 76ers have it. It's F2. It's Irving. That's all it is. F2 gets a lot. You put your best player on F2. F2 versus Bird again. Man, they're going at it. All right. Let's roll the die. Woo. Let's see if I can do this, guys. Not mess anything up. All right. So it's, and it was in green. So I got to look at the Irving's card because it was in green. So it's a 94. It's a basket. It's a 2-point basket. And there's an assist in a 77-89. So it was a 94. So it's unassisted. Let's see if I played that right. 94 basket. All right. So Irving, I'm gonna hit Irving's. Let me see if I get you guys right there. I'm gonna click on Irving. Two points, right? Everybody's scoring at 11:19. I'll mess around with the clock the next minute. All right, so it's 4-3. That's pretty cool. I like this. I like the computer thing. But you know what? I think playing this game, it take you 4 hours to play a game. I think maybe a quarter a day would be would be pretty good. And it's good if the cats get up here, they don't mess it up too much. All right. Oh, did I do misses before? Did anybody miss before? Yeah, I did a Larry Bird missed. Okay, so that was good. All right, so Celtics have it. High 2. What a high 2 means is they got these ratings on these cards here. See, Bird is a 23.6. And Maxwell next to him is 19.7. So high 2, I'm saying that's going to be the second highest number. So Bird is the highest, I think. He was a rookie that year, right? Yeah, 23. Second highest is Maxwell, 19.7. So he's going to get the ball. First defender, so it's going to go opposite him. I don't have a reserve high 2. Okay. My big thing playing 5x5, I got to figure out how to put subs in. I usually do it when they foul out, or they get 3 or 4 fouls. I sub them. So it does have on the cards how many minutes they normally play. Like Bird averaged 36 minutes a game, and so did Tiny Archibald. Most of them are 36. Yeah, so that's a 48-minute game, right? So you got to take them out once in a while. So I guess that's part of the coaching part. So high 2, Maxwell against Collins. I'm going to roll the die. So roll it right on Collins here. What do we got? And I'm going to look at the red disc, defense. I got a 41 on defense. Hopefully it's not foul while shooting. Foul while shooting. All right, so it's a foul. So Collins gets a foul, right? So Collins is on. So I go to my iPad here. Let's see how this works, guys. I won't bore you much longer here. Collins. It highlights his name. Oh, look, that's good. Highlights his name, top left. And I'm going to put a foul. I got to get rid of all these fouls. I just want foul. I don't want specific fouls. Foul. I'm just looking at something. Foul. It does have fouls on the bottom. Can I just do, oh, I think I could just do defensive, right? Let me just click on defensive and not click the type. Okay, good. So it says Doug Collins commits a defensive foul. I don't have to click the type. So there's a foul. Then I got to see what kind of foul was it. Was it? He doesn't have any 3-point rating, so I don't even have to worry about that. So I know it's a 2-point. Okay, so I got to click. I got to roll these die, and I got to see if he made it. 0 to 43. He makes the foul, the shot, and he gets a free throw. 33. All right, so he made the shot, and he was fouled, so he gets a free throw. All right, so I'm going to put. Where's Maxwell? Okay, is he still highlighted? I'm going to put. Okay, Maxwell. 2 points. Maxwell's still highlighted. Oh, he's over there on the right side of the screen. And he gets a free throw. 1 shot. All right, let's see if he makes it. Yep, he'll make it. So he got a 0-7. So 0-0 to 25 is good. All right, so he makes it. So I go here. Oh, he made it. Okay, I guess it's that color. Done. He made the first. Okay. All right. So it's 6-4. How long am I going here, guys? A couple more, and then I'm going to close it down because you'll get bored of watching. All right, Sixers have it. Let's get somebody else have the ball. All right, next card I throw over is G1. That comes over here. Maurice Cheeks, the assist man. Versus, and I'm not going to worry about parentheses because that's if you use the 10-man board. That's another part of the game, so you don't have to worry about that. But against defense G2, against Chris Ford. Okay? So it's Cheeks versus Ford. Let's roll the die. So I read blue and white, 97. And it's off the defense card because it's in red. So 97, turnover. Okay, so it's a turnover if it's a 6 to 12. Okay, so it was a turnover. So I'm going to go to my iPad here, and let me see how I'm going to do this. Block, defensive rebound, free throw. Okay, so I'm going to put Cheeks as the turnover, right? Let me see. Cheeks. Turnover. Maurice Cheeks has a turnover? No. That's no. Whoa, I got to stop the clock. Ah. How do I change something? Okay. Undo. Okay, so that's undo. How do I change the time? I don't know if I could do that. That clock thing might be something that I have to get rid of. Yeah. So I undid that. So turnover, free throw, defensive rebound, block, steal. Okay, let me do this. I think it's turn. I'm just looking here, guys. I think if I do turn, I got Cheeks. Turnover. I'm going to. Let me see. Cheeks has a turnover. And then you got to look at the turnover. Was it a steal? Yeah, it was a steal. And Ford stole it. So turnover, and then Ford steal. All right. So if you look at the bottom of the screen, it said Cheeks has a turnover. Player loses the ball to a steal by Chris Ford. And that was the play. I gotcha. Okay. So Ford has it. I could do a fast break, but I'm not. What was the rule on that? If you fast break. There's a special rule there. But for this purpose, I'm not going to play it. What I'm going to do is, Ford has the ball. I'm going to pull up another card here. He passes it to F1. F1 against the defender. If he was an E, he would pass it to B2 or B1, but he's not an E. Okay. So, F1 versus defender. And we're going to read off the offensive card. 33, offense. Turnover. Offensive foul, it's a 5 on the white die. No. So he turns it over. Turnover. I go to Collins' card and look at his turnover section on defense. And it's a steal, 3 to 7. So Maxwell turns it over. Collins steals it. Let's put this in here. So Maxwell, gotta make sure you get this right. Maxwell turns it up. I gotta make sure the clock doesn't move too. I must have touched the clock. Maxwell has a turnover. Collins stole it, right? Collins, steal. Player Maxwell has a turnover. Player loses the ball to a steal by number 20, Doug Collins. And you can do a fast break and stuff, but I'm not going to play that. Okay, not too bad. Let me put this a little bit farther ahead so you can see it. All right, there you go. All right. So, Sixers have the ball up on top. I keep saying here's the pitch because I'm playing payoff pitch baseball all the time. F1. Collins has the ball. He's going against Dave Cowens at center, 6'9". Here's the roll. I'm going to roll to the side and I'll put him out front, guys. I don't know, where can I see him? I guess I could put him like that. I got a 1-8, and we're going to read. Who is he going against? Oh, F1. So read off Collins' card up on top. 1-8 is a basket, and there's an assist because it's between 8 and 19. So check this out, guys. You haven't seen this part yet. So he got a basket. He rolled between the 8 and the 28. He got a basket. And also, it was a 18, so it fell into the assist range. And I'll show you how that works with the card. So, Collins, let me highlight. Collins is highlighted. He got a 2. Boom. Everybody's 9-19. 2 points. An assist. Oh, okay. So what you do for an assist, you turn over another card, and in the middle of the card it says score on assist. That's not what I'm looking at. I'm looking at assisted by G2 or G1. So then I look at Cheeks or Holland's card, and they have assist ratings on them right here. 32. And assist rating at 17. So I'm going to give it a Cheeks for this time. It doesn't really matter. I guess you can mix it up. But for this part right now, I'm going to do assist. Well, first I got to hit Cheeks' name. And then I'm going to do assist. Better make sure I don't touch the time thing. So I highlighted Cheeks. Then I'm going to hit assist. And you could double check. Maurice Cheeks gets an assist. Collins makes the 2-point shot. So we got a 6-6 game. And I'm not even done with the first minute. All right, let's take another card up. High. That's the high number. They're all rating. Like I said before, Bird has a 23.6 rating, Maxwell 19.7, and from before I said Bird had the highest rating, so Bird's going to get the ball, and he's going to go against defense G2, which is Lionel Hollins. Then boom, what you do is you got to read off this time you got to read off Bird's card because it's in green, highlighted in green, high. Okay, roll the die. And I got a 6-0. Here's a 0, and here's the 6. Keep those in mind. 6 I got there, so 60. Missed. It's a missed shot. So a missed shot means that the ball went up in the air, and there's going to be a rebound. It's not a 3-point shot as well. So there's a rebound. So what you do is you take another card, pop it over, and in the middle of the card it says rebound. So what I have to do is I have to go onto my iPad and put Bird. This thing works out pretty good. This is easy. This is easy stat keeping compared to the Bird. And he missed a 2, so I'm going to click here. Okay. Now there's a rebound, right? Okay. So the Sixers, so Bird took the shot, so they're considered offense. Sixers are defense. Defense high at C and F1. Fast break. That's what that means, fast break. I'll show you how that works, and I'll end the video. Defense high. Defense high. So what I do is they have a rebound section on the cards, Dawkins had a good rebound. I'm going to show you this. So they're on defense. He has a rating of 34. Does anybody else have higher than 34? Julius has 22. No. So it said defense high at C and F1. So it's C. C gets the ball. So Dawkins gets the ball. I got to highlight Dawkins' name on the iPad here. Iscore. Dawkins. And that's what that would be. So Dawkins highlighted here. That's a defensive rebound. So you got to make sure you press the right one. Defensive rebound. This program's great, and it's free. You can't beat it. Unfortunately, it doesn't do... I went to the website. It said it does cumulative stats. So... and because there's not a paid version for this game. So I'm not sure how that works. So I'm going to check that out. I'll play another game with the Sixers playing against the another team. Maybe the Lakers they'll play. See what happens. Okay. So he got the rebound. Then there was a fast break, right? So they got these blue cards here. They have all these. So for example, I'll take another pile. You got so many. You could play this game instead of rolling dice. So that would be my percentage dice. And then you would put this down, so it would be a 51. And then you put another card down, that would be the 2d6 rolls. So you could play this with these cards only. You don't have to use dice. And I do that a little bit when I play payoff pitch baseball. But I'm not going to use... I like the dice here. That works well. So I'm going to pull a card here. And what it says, fast break held up. So what that means is, for some reason, Dawkins got held up. Okay? And they decided not to go for the fast break. So what happens is you keep the original action basketball card. You don't flip another card. You keep this one and you use this for the next shot. So Dawkins has the ball. The next highest rated player is, I think it's Julius. He passes it to Julius. Dr. J. Man, I seen that guy in the 70s play for the Nets, ABA. I remember I was in the Cub Scouts. I went to a game. I don't remember much of it. I just got a picture in my head of sitting on the end zone and at the game. That's all. I don't remember anything about it. And the defender is Larry. All right. So we're going to roll the die. And we're going to look at Julius's card. It's an 8, 88, and a 4. We're going to look at, that's probably a basket. That's a basket. It's not a three-point shot. Is there an assist? I can't see that far away. Yes, there's an assist because it's between 77 and 89. So Julius makes a 2-point shot. I am going to, there you go. That's better. I'm going to highlight Julius. I should call him Dr. J. He made a 2-pointer. J. Mixon. Dr. J. I got to get rid of his last name. Just call him Dr. J. Irving makes a 2-point shot. And the assist, I flip over another card. Hey, we're done with 1 minute. Assist. Assisted by G1 or G2. I'm going to give it a cheeks again. Assist. I like this. I like this. So you always press the guy first. Cheeks, assist. Yeah. This is good. This is good. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let the clock go down to, oh, it is down now. It's 11 minutes left in the quarter. I got 9 minutes there. How do I switch that back? Does anybody know? That's something I'm going to have to mess around with when I'm not in a game, to mess around with the clock. So that's the first minute of BankShot basketball and using the Iscore program, which is an app on the Apple app page. I think it's also used for Android. I did a lot of research looking at different apps. This one is probably the easiest. Sorry if it's bouncing around, guys. I know Action PC Basketball has their game where you can put the stats in the game, but then you got to play in front of your screen. And I don't have that game, and I'm not proficient yet to do that. And I bought this game because I didn't want to be in front of the screen. So, and another thing you can do with this game, I don't know if you know this, but they have these team cards. Let me see. So you could actually play this game. This is an interesting idea. So say I wanted to play this game. What team am I playing here? We got this. Philadelphia. That's okay. And OPE. All right, so 76ers in Boston. Boston's easy because they're in front. So what you can do in this game, these are team cards. They're the same as a player card, but it's a team. So you could play this game just using 2 cards in front of you, not counting the action deck and the BankShot basketball. Okay, so you wouldn't use, you can use it like this, and all you have to keep track of is fouls, but you're not going to give it to any specific player. It's just going to be like team fouls. You're going to call it team assists, team baskets. Okay? So you could play a whole game like that just using these 2 cards, which is pretty interesting. I'm going to try that sometime, see what happens. I guess the game is faster, but you're not going to have individual stats. Like, you're not going to know how many points Irving scored or Larry Bird. Okay? But Joe Bryan, man, these cards are nice too. You ever see how these cards are good? Look how thick they are. They don't bend. So what I did over here is yesterday I printed out what year did I print out? Yesterday I printed out these sheets. I don't have a color printer, so yesterday I printed out these 84, 85 Atlanta on this brownish paper. Okay, came out pretty good. I don't have a color printer. I don't really want to buy one just for this. Okay. So I'll cut these out, and I might try like a Chicago game against the 1980 Boston, just to see how it works out. I don't know. We'll see what happens. This is, I think this is 65-pound paper. Worked out pretty well. Okay. So thanks for watching. It's the first time I set this camera up like this on the tabletop. And I think it worked out pretty well, except for me shaking everything. Hope you didn't get seasick. I'm going to keep playing a little bit more, and I'm going to close it down because it'll take forever. All right, thank you very much for watching. Demi 1970 Gaming. Keep on gaming, and I'll see you guys soon. And stay out of the cold weather. All right, bye.